सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। सुबह सुबह ले शिव का नाम, कर ले बंदे कोई शुभ काम। सुबह सुबह ले शिव का नाम, शिव आएंगे तेरे काम। सुबह सुबह ले शिव का नाम, कर ले बंदे कोई शुभ काम। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। खुद को राख लपेटे फिरते, औरों को देते वरदान। खुद को राख लपेटे फिरते, औरों को देते वरदान। देवों के हित विष पीड़ा ले, नीलकंठ को प्रणाम। देवों के हित विष पीड़ाले, नीलकंठ को कोटि प्रणाम। नीलकंठ को कोटि प्रणाम। सुबह सुबह ले शिव का नाम, शिव आएंगे तेरे काम। सुबह सुबह ले शिव का नाम, कर ले बंदे कोई शुभ काम। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। शिव को भजने से मिलते हैं, सारे तीर्थ चारों धाम। शिव को भजने से मिलते हैं, सारे तीर्थ चारों धाम। शिव को भज ले सुख पाओगे, मन को आएगा आराम। शिव को भज ले सुख पाओगे, मन को आएगा आराम। मन को आएगा आराम। सुबह सुबह ले शिव का नाम, शिव आएंगे तेरे काम। सुबह सुबह ले शिव का नाम, कर ले बंदे कोई शुभ काम। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं, नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं, सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं, नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं, सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। So after having seen the preparations at the Annamaya Kosha level, now we proceed to Pranamaya Kosha. The body's health, its existence, is because of the pañcha-prānas. What are the pañcha-prānas? Prāna, apāna, vyāna, udāna, samāna. These pañcha-prānas are the ones which are keeping this body fit, healthy, alive. How do they keep this body fit? So when we eat food, the food goes to the stomach. At the stomach, the food is digested. What is digestion? Conversion of food into energy is called digestion. Who does it? Samana Vayu does it. So digestion process is done by Samana Vayu. This energy, whatever is produced, is put into the blood channel, and then this blood circulates the energy throughout the body. Transportation system. Who does it? Vyāna Vayu does it. Vyāna means circulation. Samana Vayu, Vyāna Vayu. So the energy is getting circulated. Which Vayu does it? Vyāna Vayu does it. Now, in the process, the blood becomes impure. Impurities, they say, due to carbon dioxide. So then comes pranavayu. It throws away that carbon dioxide and takes in oxygen. Respiratory system. So digestive system taken care by samanavayu. Circulatory system taken care by vyanavayu. Respiratory system taken care by pranavayu. Now, when this energy is extracted from the food, the waste is produced. The waste has to be thrown out. Who does it? The apanavayu. So, apanavayu throws away the waste system. It is called as excretory system. Right. So, 4 over, isn't it? Samana, Vyana, Prana, Apana. What is left? Udana Vayu is like our firefighting system. Not always it is used. Only in emergency situations. What is the emergency situation? You have eaten something, it is not getting digested, it has to be vomited out. So, reverse system. Udana Vayu immediately takes charge whenever such emergency situations arises. So that vomiting, it's a reverse process. All these aspects are taken care by Udana Vayu. So in this way, these pañcha-prānas are the ones who are taking care of this physical body. These prānas know what to do. They have the knowledge. What do they need? Knowledge is there. Knowledge alone will not do. Power has to be there, isn't it? A politician, highly knowledgeable, that won't do. He should be voted to power. Knowledge plus power alone can bring change. Now, generally the pranavayu has strength, but our Rishi Munis, our Shastras have given techniques to strengthen the power of... See, whenever I use prana, you have to understand these are pañcha-prānas. One common name for the pañcha-prāna is called prana. Just like mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara is called mana. Mind means all the 4. A common name given to the 5 is called prana. Right. So when we say prana shakti, it is not just prana. It is prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, everything. So these pañcha-prānas, they are expert in taking care of the body. They know what to do in emergency situations, in any complications, they know what to do. But they need strength. How to strengthen these prānas? So our Shastras, our ancestors, they have given the technique of what is called as prānāyāma. Yama means to control, controlling the prana, the breathing. So if you can discipline your breathing, regulate your breathing, then with this breathing exercise, you can strengthen this pañcha-prāna. So therefore, if the body is suffering from any kind of disease, prana knows what to do. But it must have sufficient strength. And strengthening the prana is done by pranayama. So you will find very many diseases are cured only by pranayama. It's possible. Baba Ramadev is an expert in that. Crores of people are following him. And he has only some few. Anlom Vilom, Kapalavati, what else? Bhastrika, Nadi Shodhan, etc. Some few. You will be amazed that for every disease it is the same thing. You understand? Why? Because once the prana is strengthened, it knows what to do. What is the need of mentioning for which disease, etc.? Not necessary. Strengthen the prana, enough. Do all these 4, 5. Enough. Then the prana knows what to do. For example, there is a block. The blood is not flowing. Block is there. Prana knows how to force it out, but it needs strength. Those people who don't know any of this, they will go for bypass surgery. Cut, fit. Cut and paste. I don't know, so many doctors are here. I don't know what that process is, but finally the thing is some shortcut method. Pay money, cut, paste, remove the clog. It has its own side effects. But through pranayama, see the wonderful technique. Cheap, easy, effective, defect free. This is what our Rishi Munis give, This is the, blessing of having faith in the scriptures, in the masters. They will give you the best. They will give you the cheapest. Defect-free stuff they will give you. But what is our tragedy? We have faith only in the modern medicines and this and that. Fine, it has its own advantage, I don't say that. But listen to these scriptures also. So much of money you will save. So much of time you will save. Energy you will save. Tensions and worries you will save. See. Who is that person recently who was awarded? Swami Sivananda, one person, 125 years. What was he given? Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri or something. Who can tell? Huh? Swami Sivananda. What did he get? Padma Bhushan. Okay. He is even alive. He is 125 years. If I reach even half, it's a great thing. 125 years. Why? Every day he does this yoga, pranayama, etc. You must see that video, such a beautiful video. When he is going to receive that award, he is prostrating to the Prime Minister, to the President, humble prostration. And there is clapping everywhere. See, this is our culture. Beautiful. Anyway, this is the power of pranayama. The best is given. Air is anyway free. Nostrils are available. The bag of lungs is also given to you. Then why delay? Time is also there. Such a cheap thing. And you can do it in your own room. You don't have to purchase all these machines, a walking machine and what is it called? Treadmill. My God. What is the need? You just take a walk around, no? Treadmill. The moment you have money, you do all unwanted things. So here this pranayama, sitting on your bed, you don't need anything, you can do it. That's the glory of prana. We foolish people, that which is the most important thing, we have no value. That which is the least important, we have the greatest value. Gold, diamond, platinum. How important is it in our life? Most useless thing, isn't it? The useless thing has become priceless thing. The most worthless thing has become the priceless thing. This is called Maya. That which is there, it is not seen. That which is valuable, it is not valued. That which is worthless, it has the greatest value. This is called Maya. Right. As far as health is concerned, what is the most important factor? Is it food, water or air? It is air. Without food you can live for so many days. Without water also you can live for so many days. Without air, Hardly 1 minute. So therefore, what should be the most important thing? What should be given the most importance in our life? Air. Air means what? Breathing technique. It is such a simple common sense. If there is something without which even 1 minute I cannot survive, so just see the role that it plays in the body. It is not seen, but see the role it plays in keeping me alive. Isn't it true that I should give lot of importance to that aspect? Instead, what are we doing? We connect health with only food. You see any advertisement, how many calories, how many vitamins, and so many complicated things, and dietitians and this and that. I am not criticizing them. It has its own value, that's fine. But to what extent are you giving importance to this life breath, prana? Isn't it? How foolishly we live. How clearly God is indicating to you, my dear, this is the most important. Just pay attention. But we neglect. This is what happens in life. When we neglect the wise guidance of our sages, of our Rishimunis, we are misled. We are totally misled. And then we suffer. What our Rishimunis have given, whether it is material prosperity, whether it is physical health, whether it is spiritual evolution, everything is the best. The best. We should be so proud that our country has produced such Rishimunis. The name itself is Bharata, the one who revels in Bha, the light of knowledge. That was the kind of country which we were. People used to come because the greatest knowledge was here. The best in everything. Now today what is our condition? We are aping the West. All antennas are turned towards the West. The best is here, but our attention is towards the West. And what are they doing? They are looking towards India. Swami Vivekananda became famous only because he went to America. Americans praised him. So therefore we said, if those people are praising, that he must be great. Even Srila Prabhupada of ISKCON also, he became famous only because he had some white-skinned Swamis dancing around him. You see, to such extent we have this inferiority complex in us. That topic is different. Let's come back. Pranamaya kosha. So when you do this pranayama regularly, what happens? Your health improves. You can see the difference. Even 10 minutes you do, you will see the difference. Right. Prana, apana, vyana, udana, samana, all of them, they function efficiently. Right. And because this pranamaya kosha is in between manomaya kosha and annamaya kosha, when you do pranayama, both are affected. On one side, annamaya kosha is improved, the body health is improved. On the other side, it has an effect on the mind also. What is the effect on the mind? Vayurodhanat liyate manah jalapakshivat rodhasadhanam. Vayurodhanat. When you regulate your breath, when you make your breathing slow, steady, what happens to the mind? Mind liyate. Helplessly, that monkey mind, full of agitation, chanchalam, pramati, dridham, fickle, turbulent, stubborn, that mind helplessly, liyate, calms down, becomes quiet. It has no choice. When the prana becomes quiet, mind has no choice but to become quiet. How? Jala pakshivat. Like a bird caught up in the net. The bird is a restless being. It wants to fly everywhere. But the moment it is caught in the net, how helpless, crippled, paralyzed that bird becomes. In the same way, the mind becomes quiet. This is the glory of prana. Whatever be that mind, it doesn't matter. Whether it is a tamasic mind or a rajasic mind, that mind has no choice but to become quiet. This is the glory of prana. Why is it that mind becomes quiet when pranayama is done? Chittavayavaha chitkriyayutaha shakhayordvai shakti mulaka. This prana and the mind, they are the two branches of the same tree called Maya. Of the Maya tree, these two are the two branches. So they are connected by the same stem, same root. So when one is affected, the other has to get affected. So this particular aspect is made use of in meditation. It's a great help. Why is it great help? It is great help because there are times when you cannot conquer the mind. There are times when you can't quieten the mind. Through the earlier defined techniques. What is the law we had discussed? As your thoughts, so will be the state of your mind. So if the thoughts are noble, the mind will be quiet. But there are times when you cannot choose your thoughts because the mind is so dull. You don't know what is happening there. How to choose thoughts? Because choosing thought is a subtler process. Subtle process cannot be done when the mind is tamasic. When the mind is dull, you cannot meditate. It's just not possible. You will go to sleep. Not good sleep also, tamasic sleep. So here is a situation where the mind is dull and I cannot use the mind to come out of this dull state. I am helpless. Then what has to be done? I will have to use a grosser technique to control the subtler process. Gross is something which I have control. Subtle, I have no control. Pranayama is that gross technique. With the gross, you conquer the subtle. You control the subtle. Exactly like, now the two branches example is given. Suppose there is a mango on the higher branch. Lower branch is reachable. Higher branch is not reachable. But the mango is in the higher branch. What do you do? Pull the lower so that the higher also becomes lower. Isn't it? Shakhayordvai. See the technique. Pull the lower, the other one has to come to you, then catch hold of that. In the same way, when the mind is dull, immediately sit for pranayama. Take a deep breath. Hold the breath till you suffocate. There you are. The moment you suffocate yourself, mind cannot remain in a lazy state. Immediately it becomes alert, vigilant. Why? Because no breath means death. And death is something which mind is scared of. A buffalo may be a lazy buffalo, but the moment it sees a lion, what will that buffalo do? Isn't it? You can see all these things when you do pranayama. Don't sit for meditation then, when the mind is dull, tamasic. Don't sit for meditation, it won't work. Then sit, take a deep breath. Now taking deep breath, you don't need, subtle mind and all that. Anyone can do. Hold the breath there. Slowly you get to the point of suffocation. See how the mind changes. Immediately the mind gets into that alert state, fresh state. Do this pranayama for 5-10 minutes and see the state of mind. It is quiet. It is alert, helplessly quiet, choicelessly alert. And now you can do the rest. Once the mind has reached that stage, then you can do all the higher techniques, because the mind is available now. This is the technique that is mentioned there. Vairodhanat liyate. You see, you must have all techniques with you. You must be like a warrior going to fight the battle. If this missile doesn't work, there should be another missile. Isn't it? Like an army man, he has a gun also. He has a chaku also. Isn't it? A bomb also. You don't know what will work when. So you need all this. So these are all the different beautiful techniques given by our ancestors, the masters of meditation. So these techniques are very, very helpful, and we must master every technique given by them. So then what happens? Our meditation will have a successful takeoff. Otherwise it is a tire puncture. In the beginning, runway itself tire puncture. In the name of meditation, so many people doze off. The straight vertebra becomes a question mark within 5 minutes. Tire is punctured. Right. These are all wonderful techniques. Another beautiful thing about this pranayama is, when you regularly do pranayama, your hunger comes down. You will have control over your tongue. Now this is a very strange thing. Actually, after pranayama, you should feel more hungry, because samana vayu is, intensified. Samana vayu is digestive fire. How is it that after doing pranayama, you feel less hungry? It should be more hungry. What happens is, when you are doing pranayama, your mind is in a sattvic state. A sattvic mind will not cheat you with respect to food. If you are really hungry, only then it will indicate hunger signal to you, because it's a sattvic mind. A rajasic mind cannot be trusted. A rajasic mind will create pseudo hunger. It will tell you, I am hungry. Actually, it is not hunger, it is a taste. That junk food is in front, suddenly from nowhere that hunger comes. Actually, it is not hunger. It is cheating you. Rajasic mind will cheat you. I want to eat it. Actually, it doesn't want to eat, it only wants to taste. Taste is a trap. Rajasic mind cheats you, tamasic mind cheats you. It is only the sattvic mind which guides you to the right destination. So when you are doing pranayama, what happens to the mind? It goes to sattva. What is the nature of sattva? Clear guidance. So if you are really hungry, if the body really needs fuel, only then it will ask for food. So you will find that hunger disappears. Not the real hunger, the pseudo hunger. Right. So you will always find that people who are regular in pranayama, their food intake reduces. Why? Because that's all what is needed for them. The sleep also reduces, because that's all what is needed. Isn't it? Pranamaya kosha. A wonderful thing. No, Swamiji, it is said that unless, under the guidance of a guru only you should do pranayama. Are Baba, holding on to breath up to 1 minute, you don't need any guru. This is said by Swami Sivananda Maharaj of Divine Life Society. In his book, there is a beautiful book written by him, Science of Pranayama or something like that. You must read it. It's a beautiful book. Science of Pranayama. Read that book. You will be inspired to do this pranayama. Prana Shakti has to be strengthened. Okay, now let us move to the next. What is the next one? Manomaya Kosha. So Annamaya Kosha taken care. Pranamaya Kosha taken care. No, Manomaya Kosha. It is the seat of emotions, mental sheath. So what is called a healthy mind? A healthy mind is a mind which is filled with noble emotions. There are negative emotions, there are noble emotions, there are divine emotions. A heart or a mind should be filled with these noble emotions. Otherwise, what will happen? Vedantic meditation will become a dry meditation. You will become a dry Vedantin. Why you are a dry Vedantin? Heart is dry, therefore. This defect is what is called as kashāya. Kashāya is the name of the devotee. You are sitting for meditation. Are you sleeping? No. Is the mind wandering? No. But are you enjoying? No. Mind is not wandering. You are not sleeping also. But you are not enjoying that state. It's a dry state. And then what do they say? Vedanta is dry. Arre, Vedanta is not dry. Your heart is dry. So Manomaya Kosha has to be taken care. So what are the important noble emotions which we must pay attention to? Number one, humility. Number two, gratitude. Number three, compassion. Number four, confession. Right. Number five, the most important, devotion. Humility, gratitude, compassion, confession, devotion. They're all amazing virtues, and these virtues should be cultivated, and it can be cultivated. Conscious process is necessary. Automatically nothing comes. Conscious process, consciously you have to cultivate. So the first one is what is that? Humility, being humble. A very, 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 very important virtue. When the list of virtues come, Bhagavan starts amanitvam, adambhitvam, ahimsa, kshantirarjavam. First one is amanitvam, humility. Again Bhagavan repeats anahankaraha. Be humble. How to be humble? Very, 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 very easy it is to become humble. In fact, the world has been designed to make us humble. You must have discussed it so many times. What is the way to become humble? Just look around and look within. How many factors are necessary to keep ourselves alive on this planet? Start counting. External factors, right temperature, food, water, clothing, so many kinds of gases in the right mixture, the right distance between sun and earth. You see? the right speed of rotation of the earth. There is a rotation also, there is a revolution also. Around the sun going, and again around itself. Now all those speeds and the tilt also. They say little bit here or there, everyone is finished. How many factors? So if you start counting, you find there are infinite factors. Outside. What about inside? Again infinite factors. Liver has to function, kidney has to function, brain has to function, cells have to function, and what is inside itself we don't know. So many things are functioning. God should have made this body, transparent. A glass case, and you are able to see, heart pumping, kidney is functioning, liver is functioning. Many people just by looking at it will have a heart attack. By imagining the future, by imagining all tragic possibilities, I have only one heart, what if it fails? Tension. You can't have a, spare part also. And you are seeing it. Now it is functioning. What if tomorrow it doesn't function? What if in the sleep? Just imagine. So Bhagavan, out of infinite compassion, what did he do? Don't look at it. Cover it properly. Isn't it? See the intelligence of God in every little thing. The more you meditate, the more fun it is, How beautifully God has done every little thing. And remember, He does everything and He is silent also. He doesn't talk about it. That's the beauty of Bhagavan. He does everything and He is silent. They say this dialysis machine is a very noisy machine. Is it so? Dialysis is for what? Kidney. See, kidney, it is silently functioning. But a man-made machine, man is always noisy. Mother Nature is always silent. See, the wise people are silent. The otherwise, they are noisy. Just because Bhagavan is silent, let us not ignore His omnipotence, His omnipresence. He is silent, that is His greatness. But let us not ignore it, that will be our foolishness. Let us not disregard His greatness by our foolishness. Right. So when you start observing these things, what will happen? You come to know these 4 great realities of life. What are they? Oh Lord, I am nothing, I know nothing, I have nothing, I can do nothing. Mahavakyas, 4 Mahavakyas of life. Oh Lord, I am nothing, I have nothing, I know nothing, I can do. Bas. Realization of this truth, recognition of this truth from the depth of our heart is called humility. In my own eyes, I am an insignificant being. The world may be praising me, the world may be giving awards and rewards, but I know what I am worth. I cannot be fooled by the external recognitions and praises. Oh Lord, I am a nobody. It is not just lip service. You really know it. How do you know it? You have meditated upon it. So this is a very good meditation. Humility meditation. What is humility meditation? Sit quietly, look at your heart and ask questions your intellect. What is your role in this beating heart? What will you be when this heart stops? Intellect will have no question. You consider yourself to be very knowledgeable, isn't it? Answer this. How are you beating this heart? Intellect has no answer. Then tell your intellect, oh fool, oh Mr. Ego, you are a nobody, you are a dust. You are existing because of His grace. This is the way you have to puncture the ego. Just observe. Now heartbeat is something which we can experience. Shift your attention to that heartbeat. Feel the sensation. Feel the presence of the Lord in the form of that heartbeat, in the form of different sensations in the body. Going on asking question. Look, all these are happening because of whose grace? Where are you? Do it regularly. You cannot but become humble. And when you become humble, deep down you know it. Something great you have done in the outer world. Awards and rewards, and your biodata going through pages and pages is being read. This Mr. Great. In some function, your biodata is read. Your achievements are read. Others are all clapping. If you are truly humble, you will be grounded on earth. Because you know, it's all because of His grace. Truly everything belongs to Him. These ignorant people, they are thinking that it is mine. So nothing happens to you. You are not bloated. Your ego is not bloated. So what is the one sadhana which all spiritual seekers must do? Puncture the ego. Every now and then puncture the ego. It is waiting to bloat. It is waiting to take all achievements into itself and try to become bigger. Never allow it to become bigger. Ego is a real enemy for any sadhaka, because as the ego enters into our heart, the Lord vanishes from the heart. So our greatest enemy, greatest villain in our life is ego. Because what does he do? He chases away the Lord and sits upon the throne in our heart. Very dangerous fellow. Bhagavan should always be there in our heart. This ego creeps from somewhere, from behind, chases away Bhagavan, and he sits there without our knowledge. See, that is why again and again we have to look within. In the heart, who is there? Is that stupid idiot Mr. Ego is there, or is the Lord there? Now and then look within. If the ego is in charge, he will take you directly to hell only. Driver is very important. Where does the vehicle go? Depends on who the driver is. If the Lord is the driver, he will take you to liberation. If the ego is the driver, he will take you to bondage. Right. So therefore, be humble. A little more of it we will see tomorrow also. Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama Raghukula Bhushana Raja Rama Raghukula Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama तापसरञ्जन तारकनामा दानवभञ्जन कोदण्डरामा जय जय राम जानकी राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम जानकी राम श्री रघुराम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जानकी राम जानकी राम ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ